Hey, how's it going, everybody? So it is a beautiful, gorgeous day in southern coastal Maine. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day as well, but for the first time in weeks, it's not raining or snowing or anything like that. Thought I would take a perfect opportunity to jump out there and do something that I did on my previous Model Y, but with this one, I wanted to make sure and jump on top of this too. Now, it's something that people talk about all the time. Why aren't they there? I'm not sure. I like the way they look and I like what they do. So it is mud flaps, mud flaps, mud flaps. Now this is not an exciting thing to talk about, mud flaps, but like I said, I love the way that they look and I actually love how they protect the car. So that's what we're gonna be jumping into today. We're gonna be installing these no drill mud flaps. So sit back, relax. You guys are watching the Tall Tesla Guy. So like I said, so if you watch my older video, I did this in a previous vehicle, but it's a great opportunity to rehash it and do it again. What they use for the entire thing anyway now are these kind of push compression type of plastic fittings. You'll notice if you dive into the car that everything is held together with that, everything that's plastic anyway. And the great part about these is there's no drill, there's no screws, there's nothing. In fact, they give you these. Now these are a little bit longer, or at least they used to be, than the ones that you get with the car OEM. And as far as I'm concerned, I like these better than the Tesla ones that you can buy from the Tesla store. These are cheaper also. I mean, it's a hard, heavy duty plastic. It comes from my friends over at EvBase. There's a link down in the description below. They're like 40 bucks, but honestly, they're well worth it and it does protect the car. But honestly, I'm just doing this video on it because I like the way that they look and I haven't had the opportunity to do it. So they're well labeled. You'll notice it'll say front or rear, left or right. They give you these extra pins because these tend to break. One thing I will say you should do automatically if you haven't done it already, and if you've done anything else in the car, you probably already have it, but one of these kits, it's these pry tools that they get so it doesn't damage the car when you do it. There's also a link in the description below for that. I get them on Amazon. They're like $10, $15, $20 maybe, and you get like 8 pieces in it. Well worth their weight in gold. Honestly, I used to use a screwdriver or a paint can topper remover. I mean, a church key, and it scratches the car up, all that kind of stuff. And I'm always tinkering around with the car. These tools, they're easy, they're cheap, well worth it, like I said. And I'm gonna be using these today to get the pieces off, put these parts on there, and then go from there. So we're gonna jump outside and take a look. So I've got all my parts, everything laid out. You can kind of see here, the car doesn't have them, obviously. That's the space that they go in. There's nothing there. I don't mind the way that it looks right there, but what you'll notice when you're driving the car a lot or when you're cruising around is that in the rear, by the rear tire wells is actually a bump out, and you can kind of see it here. You can sort of see it down there. It just kind of scoops out a little bit. Well, this particular area here is a good collection for rocks and debris and everything like that. It's always constantly dirty. You get a lot of scratches there. In fact, to the point where people will put PPF just on this area there. So what these mud flaps are gonna do for us is it's gonna give us that protection there so that we get, you know, it covers it a little bit. Side note, it is easier if you take the tires off, or you can turn the steering wheel sideways and do it. You can get it around there, but I don't have time to take the tires off either, so we're just gonna work with what we got. And they just pop out like that. Like I was telling you though, these are really, really small. These are the ones that come from Tesla. The ones that you get by comparison, and they come right with it, are bigger. And you can kind of see them here. Just one to the other. I recommend using the bigger ones. They fit better with this, gives you a little bit more play, but gives you a nice, secure, solid feel to it anyway. So, and then on top of that, these break a lot. These things break a lot, so if you break any, you've got extras. But, and then honestly, this couldn't be easier, especially for a non-techie guy, or a non, fits in right there, and then it goes, and that's it. Sometimes it takes a little bit of maneuvering to get them in there, but, and that's it. And then you kind of see that there. It's got a nice snug fit. It's not gonna move around while I'm driving. It's not gonna give me noise or anything like that. And then you just move on to the next one. No, it's actually underneath. It's hard to see here, but it's underneath there. So we're gonna give that a crack. and see what we can get off of it. So like I was saying, there's actually it's a 10mm screw on the bottom. It seems to be a little bit better condition than it used to be, but it came right out, and so I'll be able to get these back ones in, and then I'll be done. They give you extra ones of these, which is nice too. It just kind of occurred to me because I did break some before. They give you extra ones just in case you need them. I haven't needed them. These seem to be holding up well, but yeah, get the screw out of there and then you're off. And these things just push in there. I've been putting them in by hand. They have a screw, a Phillips, that you can turn it in there if you want to, but they're just plastic and they just pop right in. And that's it. We'll move on to the front. And honestly, it looks great. I think it looks great. If you see the car from the sides, they're very subtle. It doesn't impede on the ability of the car to go over things or anything like that. I never saw it get in the way of, I don't know, driving over things, speed bumps, stuff like that. It doesn't collect an overly excessive amount of debris or dirt or anything like that. But one of the easiest things you could do to the car, save for that screw in the back, which I kind of got lucky on again. But either way, the no drill mud flaps are definitely key. You can get them anywhere. If you use what Tell Tesla is a promo code down in the description below, save 15% off of them. But they're like 40 bucks. Check out EvBase and go from there. So good luck installing yours. One of the easiest, quickest things you can do to help protect the back of the car. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you guys are enjoying your day, week, month so far, and you get a chance to enjoy some of the beautiful weather if you have it, and that you're staying safe out there. Thanks a lot, everybody.